Hi, everyone. We are back. We're back because, as you know, in our shows, we have lives that are well lived, be they corporate executives, doctors, nurses, performers. And I have with me today in our show a gentleman who's from Buenos Aires, who definitely exemplifies what I call raw talent from God. Julio Alberto Berger. Hello.
Hi.
And Dove and I first heard you at a contest last summer.
Yes.
Last summer, I believe.
Yes.
And we were judges. And what I found in the contest was that everyone was so good and so professional, and each one had something different to offer. And Julio, you had charm, charisma, and a very, very sweet humbleness about you.
Thank
And
you.
that's what I think that we enjoyed.
Uh-huh.
Now, born in Buenos Aires, when did you come to the United States?
Came to the United States in 1960. We landed February 14th, Valentine's Day. I remember.
Okay.
Yes, I was 7 years old.
Oh, and you came with your mom and dad.
Came with mom and dad and my sister Sylvia, who was 5 at the time.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And then what did you do when you got here?
We got here.
In L.A.?
We landed. Yes, we got to L.A. My mother's sister, my Aunt Dora, was already here in city of Gardena. She was married and had 3 kids.
Okay.
She had married an American gentleman, Fred. And they took us in. We stayed with them for a couple weeks until my dad was able to go out and find us a place to live.
Right.
And we wound up in the city of Hawthorne.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then you started young with piano lessons, about 5.
Yeah, back in Argentina, my parents took me to piano, got me started in playing piano, and I don't remember too much. I was little, not too good at memories of that, but I was musically inclined.
Right.
I could tell that I was.
And
when we came here, obviously we were just getting started here, so we couldn't afford that
Right.
kind of thing.
right.
So my sister wound up getting the piano lessons
Oh,
later,
oh,
not me.
I love
That
it.
was it for piano for me.
And then you began to sing, though.
I always sang, but I think I probably did more dancing than singing at that stage.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what type of dance? Like street dancing?
Well, we
or-
came here in the early 60s, which was like when music transformed with the
Yes.
Beatles and Elvis. And
Right.
there were so many great music acts in the 60s. And I love the music. And all that music made you want to dance.
That's true.
And we would hang out at the park and recreations,
Okay.
the Eucalyptus Park it was called.
Oh. all right.
And they were having this citywide contest for dances.
You
And
were like 12, I think.
I was 12 or 13, and my sister's 2 years younger. So we were already doing the twist and the mashed potatoes and all that stuff.
The mashed potato.
But we
was
were
like
good
that,
at it.
Yeah.
We were good at it. So
And well, which one did you win with?
we won the mashed potatoes and was a dance called the trip,
Oh.
which I couldn't tell you how to do it if I tried.
Yeah.
But we lost the twist. We won the mashed potatoes and the trip. So we won 2
Really?
out of 3.
So now, so you went from piano to dancing, and then I don't know where this came from. You started to play pool. I mean, it's like, wait a minute now. What kind of journey are we on?
I'll tell you where the pool came from.
Yeah, tell
We
me.
would go to the park,
Okay.
and I think just about every kid played caroms. Remember caroms?
No.
It was
No.
a square board, and they usually set it on top of a trash can,
Yeah.
and you had sticks and little caroms, and you shot them into the pockets.
I don't remember
There were
that.
4
Do you?
pockets on a carom table. Oh yeah, it was
Oh, my-
popular.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a West Coast thing. I was East
May-
Coast.
Yeah,
Maybe
we were
it might
East
have been a
Coast.
West Coast thing.
Okay.
Oh.
But from caroms, I knew I had the hand-eye coordination.
Okay.
So pool was just a step up from caroms for me.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what it
right,
was.
because you have to, what,
Yeah,
hold
you're
the stick?
hitting a little round thing, what's called a
Right,
carom,
right.
with a wooden stick,
Yeah.
and you're hitting one into another and shooting it into a pocket.
Which is pool.
What-
That's just like pool.
Yes, it is.
See, I don't have good eye-hand coordination.
Uh-huh.
I know that.
Yeah.
Actually, a cute story. I took up golf Someone told me that was good exercise to maintain your weight and stuff.
Sure.
And I think I had like 3, 4 lessons. The nicest golf teacher, and he looked at me and he said, "Pink, you're adorable, full of personality. I love you. Maybe you should take up tennis." So I go, and okay. So I bought a cute little tennis outfit, cute little racket and all that, and I took up tennis. Great teacher. About 4 or 5 lessons after, takes me, gives me a hug, and he said, "Pink, you are terrific." I said, "Oh yeah," and I thought he meant my, swing, and he said, "I really think that golf is what you should do." So I knew
Yeah.
that I was not coordinated in that sense at all. So, but that was me. But
And
you
so you
were.
became a
Yeah.
theatrical impresario, and you told everyone else what to do.
Exactly. So it was much easier that way. So here we are playing pool. Now, did you win any prizes at pool or money or
Well,
contest?
when I first started, I was only what? I was probably
13.
14.
13,
Yeah, 13,
14.
14. And no, I got into. My dad signed a permission slip so I could play in the local pool room.
Okay.
Oh,
And
why?
ro-
How old did you have to be to do that?
Probably 18. I would think.
Probably, yeah. If you're under
Really?
18, they wanted permission from your parents
Oh, I
that you
did
were
not
allowed
know
to come
that.
in there and play.
Right.
At least
Oh.
this pool room did.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So my dad okayed it.
Oh.
I started going in there, and pretty soon I got good enough to start playing all the good players in there.
Oh, wow.
And then money became an element of it,
Yes.
which is usually what happens in pool and golf too. They gamble at golf too.
Oh,
so
sure.
Wow.
so
And
I didn't
how
get
long-
into the tournament scene much later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what age were you then when you got in?
When I got into the tournament scene, this is in the 90s, so I'm already in my
20?
late 30s, early
Late
40s when I start playing tournaments.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And how did
Yeah.
you do then?
Well, I was pretty good. I won my fair share.
Okay.
I actually have, I should have brought it. I have a periodical that was, how certain clubs and things or sports will have periodicals
Yes,
published.
right.
Well, they would keep track of what was going on in the pool world in Orange County.
Oh.
So the tournaments I played and made it into this newspaper, and I had like a really good run of a month where I think I won like 4 or 5 tournaments in
Oh,
a
my
month.
goodness. Good for you.
So I was playing pretty good.
And then when did you go back to dancing?
Well, I always danced because I married a dancer.
Okay.
So we even when we had our kids, we always found a way to get out and dance.
Now I have to, because you just glided over that. I'm going to stop you right
Yes.
there. Because my dear friends out there, Julio just didn't marry a dancer. He married a mud wrestling beautiful lady, and he at that time was a male exotic dancer.
Yes.
So now, first of all, what is a male exotic dancer? I mean, is it like a pole dancer?
No, it's basically probably the equivalent of what you think of as women doing that type of thing.
Right.
Only it's guys doing it for the ladies.
I love that.
Chippendale kind of
Yeah.
dance.
was,
Oh
just
my
like-
goodness. And she was actually doing mud wrestling?
Yeah, the
God,
girls
I
would
got-
come out and they would do a little dance thing first.
Yeah.
And then their clothes would come off down to a bikini.
I love it.
And they would enter the mud wrestling ring in bikinis and they would wrestle.
Oh my, I could never do that, the hair.
The East Coast version of that
Yeah.
was Jello
There you
wrestling.
go.
Oh my.
They had mud wrestling and Jello wrestling.
So that's how you met her.
Yeah, I actually saw her mud wrestle, I think, only once.
Uh-huh.
She came to my shows, and that's how we met.
Oh my.
And that's a story there.
Yeah,
Yes,
what's the
I'm
story?
You want the story? All right.
Yeah.
I'm up there performing, and so she decides she's going to tip me. And my wife, she wants to put on a little performance of her own.
Well, yeah.
So she decides to tie a dollar bill to a pair of crotchless underwear.
Okay.
And she puts that down her top, and she comes up to tip me, and when I take it, there's this pair of underwear hooked up to this dollar bill.
Okay.
So at the end of the show, she comes back with the pretext that she wants to get her underwear back.
Oh,
and
I
that's
love
how we
it.
met.
I think, and 36 years later,
Yeah.
I think that's that's adorable story. How many children do you have?
We have 2.
You have 2.
Yes.
Well, as I said, you also had the journey that you do. You also sold cards. What kind of cards did you sell?
I still do. There's a story to how that business got started.
Okay.
We sell collectible trading cards, and that business started the early 90s, the Ninja Turtles were really popular.
Yes,
The Teenage Mutant
yes,
Ninja Turtles.
right.
Extremely popular. And they were selling trading cards of them at Toys R Us.
Yes, right.
So I decided to put the collections together for my kids. So I put these Ninja Turtles collections together for the kids. And I thought, these look pretty good. I wonder if I could sell these to other people. And I worked in a grocery store. I worked in Santa Ana. There were
Okay.
tons of employees with children there.
Right.
So I had my cards and binders all nicely made up, took them to work, and sold over $300 the first day in collectible trading
my
cards.
goodness, wow.
So that launched my business. But it was fun. It got me out of the grocery business
Yeah, you were 25.
because I'd had 25 years of that was enough, which
and
I'm
you're
still doing today.
that.
Yeah.
I think that's fabulous. Well, you also had a midlife crisis, but not, I don't know whether you did, but you had a band, midlife crisis band for 5 years. What instrument did you play?
Midlife crazy.
Crazy.
Midlife crazy.
That's even better.
I love it. Okay.
We were called Midlife Crazy. They're still together, that band.
Well, what did you play? Piano now?
No, I was just a singer. I was the front man.
Oh, I left for 5 years.
Yeah.
Where were you guys? Out in your area?
Yeah, out in Orange County, we did car shows, we did weddings, receptions. We played at I think we played at the American Legion.
Good for you.
Those type of things. Yeah.
I mean, you see what I mean, everyone? I mean, it's like from piano to pool to singing to dancing to exotic
And
dancing.
not just dancing.
Right, exotic
Exotic
dancing.
dancing, yes.
Well, I think all of us are ready, Julio Alberto Berger. I love that. I love to say your name. It's a great name. To hear what I love about you is that voice of yours. So
Right.
we will be right back for your enjoyment, Julio Alberto Berger. We're back. I'm back with Julio Alberto Berger. Love that name, as I told you before. Julio, you have a precious item that doesn't live with you but comes over a lot, and that is a 3-year-old Nathan. Is he 3?
Yes.
Grandson.
My grandson.
And he is going to be so proud because when we show this, he's going to say, what does he call you?
Well, he's just starting to talk. So.
And what do you
It
want
would probably be
him-
Grandpa.
Grandpa, okay, he's going to say, that's my grandpa up there. So, ladies and gentlemen, my dear friend, a God-given talent, Julio, take it away.
Thank you. If it brings you happiness, then I wish you all the best. It's your happiness that matters most of all. But if he ever breaks your heart, if a teardrop ever starts, I'll be there before the next teardrop falls. Si te quiere de verdad y te da felicidad, te deseo lo más bueno para los dos. Pero si te hace llorar, a mí me puedes hablar y estaré contigo cuando triste estás. I'll be there anytime you need me by your side to drive away any teardrops that you cry. And if he ever leaves you blue, just remember I love you, and I'll be there before the next teardrop falls. Muchas gracias.
Woo! Yay! Wow! Love it! Love it! More!
This next song is a song sung by the famous Mr. Sam Cooke. Came out in the early 60s, and there was a big craze in the 60s. It was called the twist. So everybody was out doing the twist every night at the discos, at least on the weekends. Here we go, twisting the night away. Let me tell you about a place somewhere up in New York way, where the people are so gay, twisting the night away. Here they have a lot of fun, putting trouble on the run. Man, you have the old and young, twisting the night away. They're twisting, twisting, everybody's feeling great. They're twisting, twisting, yeah, twisting the night away. Here's a man in evening clothes, how he got here I don't know, but man, you ought to see him go, twisting the night away. He's dancing with the chicken slacks, she's moving up and back. Man, there ain't nothing like twisting the night away. They're twisting, twisting, everybody's feeling great. They're twisting, twisting, yeah, twisting the night. Let's twist a while, lean up, lean back, lean up, lean back. One, two, three. Now fly, now twist. Yeah, twisting the night away. Here's a fella in blue jeans, he's dancing with the older queen, who's dolled up in the diamond rings, twisting the night away. Man, you ought to see her go, twisting to the rock and roll. Here you find the young and old, twisting the night away. They're twisting, twisting, everybody's feeling great. They're twisting, twisting, yeah, twisting the night. One more time, lean up,
Woo! Yeah.
lean back, lean up, lean back. Clap your hands, kids.
Woo!
All right. Do the fly, do the twist. Yeah, twisting the night away.
Woo! Yeah. As far as I know, I can twist a little. Thank you so much.
Oh,
I
you're
mean,
welcome.
that brought back a lot of memories. And ladies and gentlemen, not only Nathan is going to be proud of this gentleman here, but we all are. I thank you. Bless you for coming on our show.
My
Because
pleasure.
definitely lives are well lived, as you see all the time. See you next time. God bless everyone.
Gonna live until I die. The blues I lay low, I'll make 'em stay low.